I've got a really quick overview of what they have planned for the America's Next Great Author show, not the pilot, but the actual show that they hope to produce after they use this pilot to shop around. So like, comment, subscribe to keep the information coming. They are attempting to sell the show to a production company. Those that are involved, which would be Kwame Alexander, Grant Faulkner of NaNoWriMo, and then the book doctors who are David Henry Starrett and Ariel Uckstedt. They want to stay involved with it. They don't want to just sell the idea. They want to retain creative control over this project. Their purpose, what they said in the show was, we want to give more people the opportunity to be published. So they want to make sure that people understand you don't need to have an MFA, you don't need to have connections, you just need to have a good book. And they want it to be something that is uplifting to the publishing community. They don't want where you're making fun of people and having eliminations and things like that. They want it to be something uplifting. So that's why they're doing it this way. That's why there's a pilot, and then hopefully there's going to be a season. What they say is they want to create community together with the program. So remember earlier when I said that I was concerned that they would be able to provide that creative diversity that they were talking about with the just a 6-city tour? They did address that. They said that they are not planning on hitting, well, they're going to do, first of all, a 4-city audition tour, and they're not planning on hitting New York, LA, the biggies. They did not name places that they would go, but it sounds like they're probably going to hit middle America, and maybe they'll be in Omaha or New Orleans, or just those that are not where you typically will have the casting for a show like this. They will choose 4 contestants at those. Now that leaves 2 more, because they're going to have 6 contestants each season. So those 2 contestants will come from a wild card pitch-a-palooza that is held online. So having this online component really does help to kind of equalize it, to level the playing field. It's not perfect, but they're really trying hard, and you cannot fault them for that. So a big takeaway on this is that once they sell the show, they'll have funding to get people where they need to be. So if they need to get somebody from Whittier, Alaska to New Jersey, they can do it. If they need to pay people, which I'm sure they will, because most people don't have 30 days of PTO just waiting for an opportunity like this to come along, then they're going to have the funds to do that. So it's gonna look different in that way, in that they won't be asking the contestants to put forward that money for a chance at it. It'll be well funded once it's sold. What kind of book are they gonna be looking for? Other than good, we don't know. They had mentioned previously that they would like to focus different seasons on different genres. So you might have a nonfiction season, and then you'll have a romance season, and then you'll have a literary fiction season. But at this point, what's going to be first, or if they're even going to stick with that model, we don't know. They're just looking for good books. Unlike the pilot, where you could pitch a finished book or an idea, this pitch is specifically just for an idea. The chosen 6 will have a 30-day writing retreat where they will all be working together with mentors on their books, and they're going to take it from an idea from that pitch to a finished first draft in 30 days. They are not looking for something that's ready to be published in 30 days. They're looking for a first draft of at least 50,000 words, which, if you're familiar with NaNoWriMo, which is National Novel Writing Month, then you know that's exactly the format that they use. That's all they're looking for. You come in with an idea, you leave with a first draft. Now, will the winner get a book deal? That's still kind of a big question mark. What it looks like at this point is that they will get an offer for representation that they can accept or decline. But again, we're just working on the pilot now, so everything about the actual show, should it be produced, is just talk. We don't know. So what about the 5 people that don't win on the show? What do they get out of it other than a 30-day writing retreat? Well, it sounds like they're going to get a lot of work with mentors, with people really helping them to make that book come together. Of course, they do get a 30-day retreat, and that's not nothing. They haven't ruled out other perks, but they haven't really listed them. I'm going to guess that since they're not doing eliminations, that they may do something where you earn, like on the Great British Baking Show, they have the Star Baker every week. So they may have a star author every week or something like that. I feel like it's going to be more than just we're watching them, write. I think there's going to be challenges. They just won't be challenges that result in eliminations. And hopefully the idea between all of the challenges is that it makes all of them better writers. They come out with a better end product. As far as an offer of representation goes for the other 5, possibly. But one thing that they were very clear on is that anything that is created during that show remains 100% the property of the author. That intellectual property is yours. They don't have any claims on it. You may get an offer for representation. You may even get an offer for publishing. You don't have to accept anything. They don't get any percentage of it. It is 100% yours. So it is not, at this point, from what they're telling us, a rights grab, which was the big worry on Twitter when it first came out, when the information about America's Next Great Author first came out. A lot of people were saying, oh, this is just a rights grab. They're going to take your book and they're going to publish it and you're going to get nothing, or you're going to get very little. That doesn't seem to be the case at all. Was that what they had originally intended? Maybe, I don't know. But right now, what they're saying is that everything remains 100% yours, that you can choose to do with it as you wish once the show is finished, and the rights are yours. So looks pretty safe. So how do you get in on this? Well, right now you don't. Right now they're only filming for the pilot, which go back and watch videos 1, 2, 3, and it'll tell you about that. The pilot will be filmed October 30th and 31st in New Jersey. They're going to use that proof of concept to try to sell the show to a production company. And once they do that, then they will publish how you can submit, how you can try for a chance to get on America's Next Great Author. I'm really hoping that they can pull this one off. If nothing else, I want to see how they can make it interesting to watch writers in their caves for 30 days, because I don't know. I don't think I'm very interesting when I'm writing, and I honestly don't know anyone who is. So I really want to see how they can make that happen. And apparently they have ideas. They've got challenges, this, that, and the other. But can they pull it off? That's what we all want to see. Now I'm going to keep watching this one for you. So check back, hit the subscribe, the notifications, all that jazz, because I think this is going to get interesting. We've got, even though they have the embargo on the pilot, I bet that after October 30th and 31st, people are going to be talking about it, and I'll be there to listen. So, and until then, I've got some exciting things coming up. I've got videos on Plotter, Designer, Preptober to get ready for NaNoWriMo, all kinds of stuff going on. So, I'll do the research so you don't have to.